just sitting at home doing this shit? And you should be honored a medal for this. Stop fucking around and be a man. There ain't nothing out here for you. But yes, there is. This.
The name's Nems1 from Brooklyn and Queens.
Right, rank 1, GH crew, OD crew.
My tag is Prone23. I'm from the Lower East Side and Brooklyn. I represent DYB crew, destroying your block, dead in your borough.
Alright, Los, GH crew, OD.
I got started in like 9th grade. I just seen all these kids writing graffiti all over in the school and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I want to do this shit too. And I made a little tag, and then I was like, I fucked with it. And then I mean, like, niggas is like making fun of me. Oh, you toy, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I really started coming hard.
Bombing is bombing, people getting up and stuff. The only thing is today the cops chase you more. They really out to get you because, you know, now it's more about, you know, money. And they want to maintain places looking real nice so they can charge the high rents and all that stuff, you know. And they make it a political platform every time, you know, re-election comes up.
When I'm bombing, I feel huge. I feel like nobody could touch me. But I go out and I feel confident enough to rock on the wall, and then when I get away with it, it's just a feeling of greatness.
I try to do my thing. I bust my ass every night, go out.
You know what it is? It's the adrenaline. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, man. You know that there's a chance that you get chased by the cops, you know, or get caught by the cops. You got other graffiti writers at that time that come and try to, you know, take your paint and stuff. And you know, the smell of the steel and the rocks and all that stuff. It was just a feeling that you just can't explain. It was nothing but pure adrenaline, man, and it just made me do more and more and more. And I loved it.
Shit definitely like gives you an aura. Like you definitely feel like some type of new confidence, and like you look at the world a little differently. But like it doesn't make you feel like you could fucking run up to like a million dudes and, you know what I mean, fight all of them at once. It's on some like, you have a new confidence, you have an alter ego, you're someone else, you know what I mean? As soon as that shit gets dark outside, you're somebody else, and you go out there and you encrypt your fucking name. Like, this shit's been around for years. Like, Egyptians were doing hieroglyphics, you know what I mean? Like, that's graffiti, the application of a medium to a surface.
My cousin was a local graffiti artist, and he got me into it. Just hanging out with him, riding the subway trains, and watching the dope pieces by Common and Blade, Mark 198, you know, Band 2, all the crazy niggas, Tracy 168, the pioneers, you know. Seeing those pieces inspired me. Mid 77 was my hero, and I just wanted to be like them, yo, straight up. And I just took it from there, just started, you know, getting to know about the subway system and bombing that shit.
I was born in '86, and like by the time I was like 5 years old, they were already taking away all the graffiti off the trains.
They would do full carts, block letters, huge, but can't really mess with the trains now.
I was always drawing. I was always doing my name. I would do my name, like, I would do one style and then try to make like 50 styles out of that one style, and then pick a style and do it on the train and stuff, man. But I was always just doing my name, man, practicing. I wouldn't stop.
I practice my graph styles, not on the walls, every single day. You gotta make sure when you go out, you know what you're doing, and you have what you plan to have is gonna be on that wall.
If you grow up in New York City, you see that shit around when you're like a baby, so you don't have to like discover it on TV or anything like that. That shit is just there. So basically it's just like a matter of time of when you and your friends get old enough and start doing it.
I started graffiti in a negative way, doing it illegally and through gangs and all that stuff. But then I, you know, turned around and I had a program called No More Trains where I would get kids, you know, that got arrested for doing graffiti. I put them to do positive community work. We would paint murals and stuff, you know, and now I reach out to kids and, you know, try to just tell them to do the right thing and stuff, man. That there's a better way to go. And for me, graffiti turned out real good, cool, man, because, you know, I got hooked up with Mark Echo, did the video game, the Getting Up video game. I've done a lot of stuff for a lot of like magazines, Complex magazine, a bunch of magazines throughout Europe. Now I'm selling canvases for $30,000 to $40,000. I mean, it's pretty good, man. Can't complain.
I consider myself a vandal, for the most part. But I hope that my art, when it gets out there, when my work gets out there, it's viewed as an artist's work.
My criminal history is about mostly selling drugs and fighting and robbing people. So graffiti, I guess, you know, getting arrested 72 times. I got 72 arrests on my fucking record. That's not cool. I said, yo, this is enough. You know what I'm saying? I got to get with the program and make some fucking money, you know, and, you know, just with my family and friends being in prison, you know, telling me, yo, cuz, you know, chill out, man. Take your artwork and fucking make money off it because you don't want to be in here. And I've been in prison on and off, but nothing crazy big. So I just took the artwork, man, and just went to the next level with it, man. And thank God I'm here, and it's a blessing. You know, it's my road in life. It's what God, you know, blessed me to be, you know, worldwide graffiti artist.
When I see graffiti, I mean, I love it. Like, even if it's toy or not, I like it because I know whoever did that is doing the same thing that I'm doing, wants to do the same thing as me. I mean, I don't want to see blank walls everywhere. I want to see color. I want to see sick throw-ups.
When you go to Europe and Germany, France, and those places, they're still breakdancing. They're still heavy into the hip-hop scene and whatnot. And, you know, it just brings me back to that time, you know? And it's a happening scene, and actually art is more appreciated out there. The graffiti art is more appreciated out there. You know, they're an older society. They appreciate art more. You know, they don't look at us as vandals. They actually look at us as artists and stuff. So it's a good, you know, it's a good scene out in Europe and throughout the rest of the world, man. You know, and it's heavy. I mean, graffiti is the only medium that crosses all boundaries, man. You know, racial boundaries, age boundaries, you know, everything, man. I mean, graffiti's, big companies reach out to us so we can do commercials for them and whatnot, so, because it just touches everybody and it reaches out to everybody.
Back then, it was only about hitting a subway train and becoming king of a line and stealing and fucking breakdancing and fucking chilling and being a wild little motherfucker, you know? But now, you know, when you're hitting in your fucking early 40s and you got bills to pay and fucking to put food on the table, you gotta sell work, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, I'm not working for nobody. That shit is dead. I'm tired of that. You know, I gotta be my own boss.
Real graffiti is a guy that goes up and, you know, puts his heart and soul into what he's doing, you know? Creating letters, creating pieces, you know, creating masterpieces. Nowadays, you just got guys that, you know, they see it as a fad. They get up, they want to be cool and be down and hip and, you know, get up like that, and they don't last that long, but they mess it up for everybody else. You know, and that's the problem with that. But, you know, everybody has a chance to be creative. The only thing is what they do with it and how they pursue it. Are they going to keep, you know, painting and whatnot? Like me, I've been painting since 1973, you know, and I don't plan to stop. Guys just pop up and just want to paint 1, 2, 3 and, you know, make a little name for themselves. And in fact, you got a lot of art students, kids that, you know, want to get like more famous and stuff like that and use graffiti as a platform to launch their careers. There's a lot of that stuff going around, you know. But, you know, everybody's got to do what they got to do.
New York City in particular is going through like major gentrification, and they're moving out mad, broke people and shit. Like, one thing they're doing is painting over all the graffiti. So it's hard for old school to still have shit rocking, but you gotta basically rely on that. Like, over time, almost all your shit is gonna be gone. But if you pick and choose the right spots, you can catch tags that'll live like beyond your life. And like, even though a lot of shit is gone, you still see which spots are still rocking and who is a real like ill bomber back in the day. And these days it's just more like, you know, your shit is gonna get taken out quick by like them painting over your shit like losers, fucking up the city. But now it's just like a race against time. Like, you can tag up the same wall 25 times. Like, fuck that. Right when that shit got painted over, just tag it up again. Just like it's me against you personally.
If anyone, period, ragged one of my fill-ins, one of my spots, I'd take them out forever. I would not stop until they did not do graffiti anymore. If I knew where they lived, I'd do fill-ins on their house, on their car, on their mother's titties. I don't care.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go harder than you. Go out, bomb every night, take you out.
I don't really care what anybody thinks of my shit. I do it for me.
It's just like anything, like skateboarding or anything. You start writing graffiti, you find the love, you get committed, or you just don't really feel it that much. It's just all about how much you really love it. It's on you. And I just, like, me and my boys started tagging, and I was just really feeling that shit. It's just mad fun, like sneaking out. If you're bored, you don't even have to have any money. You could go to Kmart, steal a marker, and just walk around until that shit is empty. Do this shit twice a day, different neighborhood. Next thing you know, you got mad tags all over.
All I gotta say, man, to the youth today is, man, listen, you know, you got a choice. You could do it legal or you could do it illegal. If you do it illegal, it's got its consequences. You know, if you get caught, consequences are heavy. You know, if you don't get caught, hey, you could probably make a name for yourself. If you try to do it legally, you know, if you're really talented and got something that people want to see, you'll do all right. You know, you just got to be open-minded and just got to do your thing. That's it, man.
Graffiti ain't dead until kids ain't writing on the wall anymore. And there's still kids writing on the walls.
Man, real right now, the project's for a nigga, yo, word of mother. All them crab ass rappers be coming up to me, man, word of mother. Real, you need to let them niggas know it's real, man.
True indeed, you know what I'm saying? But when it's real, you doing this even without a record contract, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this since back then. I'm saying though, man.
What is it? What is it, baby? What is it, son? What is it? What time it is? What is it,
man? You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't listen, man.